Hey, welcome everybody. It's Robin here. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Oracle Rising. Thank you so much for joining me. So today I'm going to talk about how to recognize somebody that you knew in a past life. Okay, so this is going to be really interesting for you guys. I really look forward to your stories down below in the comments. I'm going to share an experience that I had. It was quite some time ago, but it was so compelling. I've never ever forgotten about it. So I have done videos on whether or not we should do a past life, regression to see what you can remember from a past life. My recommendation is, like, unless you're really ready to face the good, the bad, and the ugly, not a good idea, but it's always up to you guys. We've been here for many incarnations, so people are part of our soul contracts, so we're destined to meet people over and over again, whether in this lifetime or past lifetimes. So how do you know if somebody that is in your life right now, or somebody that you've just recently met, is somebody from a past life or an alternate life? I'm just going to move something. Hold on. I know I should have done it before the video, but I didn't. So 6 signs that you've met somebody in a past or alternate life. And I say alternate life because we haven't spent all of our incarnations on Earth, okay? So the first sign is you actually see somebody in a dream, okay? So this is pretty cool. I really like this one. You could dream about somebody and just think, oh, well, they were just some participant in my dreamscape, right? And not really give it any second thought until you meet that person in real life. And that is like, wow, what is happening right now? It's extremely earth-shaking. I can't say that has ever happened to me. Really let me know, you guys, if this has happened to you. And what's really interesting about that is we might not dream about that person with their current, I like to call it skin suit, their current avatar. We could dream about people but not recognize their face when we meet them. So I find that one really interesting. And when you dream about strangers in your dream, you just kind of blow it off until you have that momentous thunderbolt moment where you're like, wow, you're real. Okay, so that is a definite sign that you have known this person in a past or alternate life. Okay, so moving on to point number 2 that I have here, connecting with this person, it sort of triggers a momentous life change. Okay, so I think this one is really important because they are part of your soul family. They are part of your soul contract as you incarnate here on Earth. And you guys were destined to be together at a certain point of time in your life. Okay, so like the universe is watching, destiny is watching, and it's time for you to go through a change. However, you might need the assistance of this particular person to come in and help launch you forward. And in some cases, it could be the reverse of that. It could be, change goes both ways. We always think of change. We always want to get better, but sometimes things get worse. Maybe they're there to help you through that time. You just never know. So, I found that one really interesting as well. So I can't really relate to that one, I must say. Your connection is instant, okay? You meet somebody, whoa, there's a spark there. It does not have to be romantic. It could be a friendship spark. Conversely, it could be somebody that you just intensely loathe right off the hop, like where you just see them and your stomach is like, ugh, I cannot get far enough away from this person. This is something that I have experienced, and the most incredible one that really sticks out in my mind that I wanted to tell you guys about. I used to take public transit, okay, and I got on the bus one day and I sat beside this gentleman, and he was elderly, and we just started talking right away. Like we had the best time. We were laughing hysterically. Like we were like clasping each other's hands, and just everything, the exchange was just so fluid and beautiful and comfortable. And it was with great sadness that I got off the bus, and I never saw him again after that. And I'm sure at the age he was when that happened, he's gone. Like, he's not on earth anymore. He's beyond the veil. But I mean, man, that was just such a beautiful moment in my life. And like, people were looking at us like we were insane because we were just having such a great time and howling laughter. And I have a pretty loud, obnoxious laugh. Anyway. And then, have you ever had the second one happen to you where you meet somebody and you're like, all kinds of no, like just so much no, big fat hard no, get away from me, and you don't know why? Because you've never met that person. It is because you have met them and you're just reconnecting with them in this lifetime. So I've had that happen too, like, you know, that just total aversion. So I would avoid that person at all costs, you know. You obviously are not going to get along. That is your first impression. It can be very powerful and overwhelming and almost make you like want to drop to your knees with illness, especially if you're an empath, okay? Because you're going to take that hit because you recognize that through all time and space. So I really love that moment that I had in my life. So if you guys want to share any of that, and again, sometimes you don't like to, all you guys don't like to share your experiences in the comments, and I get that. But I do have some of you guys email me at oraclerising, it's the number 2 at gmail.com, and I'm super cool with that. Reach out to me anytime. So you have a telepathic relationship, okay? So the telepathy is like, you could be thinking about that person, you know, obviously you already know them. And you're like, oh, I wonder how, I'm going to use my friend Enrique for an example. He lives in Mexico. So I'm like, oh, geez, I wonder how he's doing today. And then he text messages me out of the blue or sends me a voice memo, which I adore. You know, when you think of a person and they connect with you right away, or vice versa, you know, you think, oh, I'm going to text so-and-so good morning, you know, just whatever. I'm a huge texter, by the way. And they're like, oh, I was just thinking about you. So, and you could sense when things are not well with them. You know, it's because you guys have developed such a closeness in a past life that you're automatically close here. And you've developed that telepathy, over eons, oceans of time. Okay, so completing each other's sentences. This is one of my favorite things. I find that so exciting. When you meet somebody that is so in tune with your thoughts that they know what it is and they finish it for you, or you both say it at the same time. And I think those are super fun conversations where somebody is just like, you don't have to explain your mind and your soul to them. There's something so comforting about that. And if you can find that in a soulmate twin flame love, that's the best, you know, when you can reunite with that, you know, that divine twin flame karmic love, lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. And this is why people have that immediate falling in love with people, okay? Because they've known each other before. This is why people say, I know it's right. Whether it lasts long or not, sorry. You've known each other before. So you meet somebody, everybody thinks you're nuts because you're getting married within 2 weeks, but your heart knows it's right. Your soul knows it's right. You guys have met before. Meeting that person in your current lifetime, what a gift. So, I mean, if that happens to you, just roll with it as long as it lasts, you know? So I have one more point here for you guys. You know when they are having a hard time or they're in trouble, okay? And I think a lot of parents get this. You know, oh, maybe I should check on my kids, you know? But I have that connection with a lot of people. You know, I'll just have this sort of, I call it a spidey sense, even though I loathe spiders. I find them actually terrifying. I'm going to share something with you guys actually before I go into the rest of this. Like I'm so arachnophobic, okay? I was getting ready for bed. It's been almost 2 months now. I was getting into bed and I was fluffing up my pillows, and a spider came like skittering out, and I screamed super loud. It ran across my bed. My dog came in and she was terrified because I don't scream very often. And then it was kind of hanging out on the side of my bed, and I tried to kill it, okay, because I was just terrified, and it got away. So I've been sleeping on the couch ever since, okay? So just fun fact about Robin. But anyway, let's move on. Okay. I know when people are not doing well. They don't have to say anything to me, especially if it's in person. I'm like, are you all right? You know, do you need to talk? But there's quite a few people that I also have that telepathic connection with, where I'll just, you know, I like to text. I'm not a huge phone person, unless it's my boys, really. Are you all right? What's going on? You know, so that is always an indication that you guys have known each other. So I find it really fascinating to bump into people from a past or alternate life. I'm convinced that many of you that subscribe to my channels, both of them, that are on my Instagram and Facebook, like, we've known each other before. We're part of the collective. We have this star seed, light working, soul contract, soul family going on. It's so easy and comfortable, and I'm so grateful for each and every one of you for being here and showing up and, you know, following me on social media, about caring about me, you know, checking on me with comments and stuff like that. I mean, this is like really why I started this channel, so that we could really support each other. So I'm getting a little bit, you know, Irish and Aries and overwhelmed emotionally, but I really like feel that from the bottom of my heart, how much love I have for you guys. And I really do sincerely feel it back, you know, even if we're not on FaceTime or doing anything like that. It's just like the genuine connection coming through all of our interactions. I'm just so blessed for you guys. So I'm gonna go, and just wishing you guys all the love in the world, many blessings. Namaste. Love you guys. Okay, bye.